Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Aaliyah and you're watching Aaliyah TV Reacts. So today we are reacting to Caesar from Black Ink. TSR Investigates, they did a video about him and it's titled Caesar Emanuel of Black Ink Crew ordered to pay $114,000 for unpaid wages. So yeah, I used to watch Black Ink Crew like really heavy when it first came out. Like that was really my show. Like I remember when Sky was a mixie. I think it was mixie was the term. I remember when Sky was like one of the mixie people or whatever. Like she's really came a long way, but I remember when she just started off as being like one of the mixie chicks that was like in the club, not the club, in the tattoo shop. My bad, y'all, because that place was like a club. Like that, yeah, that place was like a club. Okay, it was, and they had parties in there. It was jumping. Like it never made me want any tattoos, but it was like a really fun show to watch, and I really liked it. So, but I did, I kind of stopped watching it mostly because like it's on cable and like the only way I could get to watch it at the time was on MrWorldPremiere.com. I don't know if that's still a thing. I really hope Mr. World Premiere is still a thing for real. But I really, that's how I would watch it. But over the years, I just like if it comes on and I can catch it and I'm somewhere I can catch it, I'll catch it. But yeah. But anyways, so let's hop into the video.
You can have the money, money in the cars, cars in the clothes.
Long story short, he owes me money.
But we suppose his time is up.
It was horrible.
Caesar Emanuel, the man behind the hit VH1 show Black Ink Crew, he's being told to pay his former employees or else. This woman says that she worked for him for a year and was never paid. So she went to the Department of Labor and won.
He was ordered to pay $114,000.
And worse, she says she's not alone.
He has a track record for not paying people.
So this is what confuses me. Like, why do people still show up to jobs after that first, like just one, not even the first paycheck, but just one, after one missed paycheck, just one, just not two, three, just one miss, you would never see me again. You would never, ever in your life have to worry about me coming to your establishment, coming to your business. Like, where is my money? Where, like, I'm gonna be up there, but I'm gonna be up there on some, where is my money? Where's my paycheck? Like, that's crazy. Y'all, she said she worked there for a whole year and never received a paycheck. And this is another thing too. He probably used that show as like a little, dangling in front of somebody. Like, this is why you can't be like fame hungry or whatever. But let's finish listening to this, because I haven't seen this, guys. Like, this is like really like genuine first time reacting to it.
And majority of those people tend to be women of color, Black women.
I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. No doubt there wouldn't be a Black Ink Crew without the owner and operator, Caesar Emanuel. The show was a rousing success on VH1, featuring Black tattoo artists in the New York City area and beyond. That was until...
Oh my God, y'all. Oh, did y'all see Caesar's missing side tooth? Oh my God, his missing side tooth. Oh, Jesus. Them side tooths, the missing side tooths, y'all, they just, it triggers me. It triggers me. If y'all been on my main channel, like, you would know. It triggers me. I hate to see a missing side tooth. Like, oh my God. Whew.
2022, when after its 9th season, Caesar Emanuel was cut from the show. The Shade Room first showed you back then that Ring camera video was released of him hitting a dog. Ooh. He kept his role as a producer on the show before it was ultimately canceled the following year. The lights may have went dark on the show, but one woman says that does not excuse the tens of thousands of dollars that Emanuel owes to a number of employees that work for him.
Did everything from social media to managerial duties to personal assistant duties. I mean, I was like doing everything.
Venus Cuffs admits that she was young and eager at the time. This was back in 2016. She was a sex worker, a professional dominatrix, and wanted a change of pace.
If I can just stick this out, if I can thug this out, this may be a good opportunity for me to manage maybe another shop, to grow with his brand, to possibly become a part of the TV show.
She says that she agreed to get paid on a per day basis, but as time went on,
you are running your shop like a dictatorship. You are screaming and cursing at people.
Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is so crazy. Like, she was doing all those things for him, and she agreed to be paid on a day-to-day basis. Like, so okay, so so okay, a day-to-day. So in my mind, that sounds like she's not like an hourly employee. Like, if you come in today, you get $200. If you come in tomorrow, that's another $200. Like, to me, that's what it sounded like, but I hope she clarifies. But yeah, I mean, I could understand her wanting to get away from, what she was doing, the dominatrix stuff. But I don't understand, like, if you don't, because now I'm wondering, and she's saying, oh, she was gonna stick it out, maybe an opportunity on the show, yada yada yada. How did you pay your bill? Like, see, this is when people in New York, they crazy. They got all these little hustles going on. But I'm just over here like, you saying you want to get out of dominatrix and all this stuff. How are you paying your bills and all this extra stuff if he's not paying you? But okay, let's continue.
I've never been called a bitch by any of my bosses ever before except for him.
A year later, she says she was fired. But the gag is, she says she never received one single payment from her time working for Caesar Emanuel of Black Ink Crew.
Caesar had a reputation for being quite a bit cheap.
Why did you continue to work for him?
A lot of promises were made. We were kind of told, listen, I'm opening these other shops. You can be managing this shop here. You can be working for me here. We're growing. We're doing things together. We're making moves, that kind of thing. I felt like I was a part of a team.
She says on the same day she got fired, she went to the Department of Labor and filed a complaint.
His side of the story was that.
Okay, so that, Caesar, you did that? That's really giving like scammer vibes. Like, oh, you could be a part of this, part of that. Like, dangling little things in front of people's eyes, like to get them to, stay and don't go, don't leave. I need you here. I need your free labor because I'm never going to pay you. God, because that's exactly what happened. And this is the thing. This is one thing. Like, people need to get a sense of, like, realizing when the money is funny. Because when the money is funny, you have to go. You need to leave. You need to hurry. You need to run. And honestly, going to the labor board was very good on her part. Like, she really didn't have a choice but to go there. But let's continue.
That I never worked there. That I made it all up. That it was fabricated. Caesar also said that I was there to film for there.
Same day she got fired, she went to the Department of Labor and filed a complaint.
His side of the story was that I never worked there. That I made it all up, that it was fabricated. Caesar also said he was making it all up.
The New York State Department of Labor, though, wasn't buying it. The Shade Room, we obtained these court records. The labor commissioner found that Caesar Emanuel, quote, failed to pay wages earned and failed to pay minimum wages prescribed by law, which at the time was $9 per hour. It also goes on to say that Black Ink Crew violated Section 161, Article 5 of the New York labor law by failing to allow employees at least 24 consecutive hours of rest in any calendar week from March 15, 2016 to January 20th, 2017, and failed to provide employees at least 30 minutes off for meals when employees worked a shift of more than 6 hours.
Not allowing people to take days off, not allowing people to have breaks. I saw with my own two eyes, like a tattoo artist try to take a day off from the shop and get fired. I had to prove every step of the way that what I was saying was the truth. I wasn't falsifying what I was saying. I wasn't lying about what I was saying.
She says that she handed everything she could to the Labor Department, including proof that she worked during that period and text messages that she sent to Black Ink crew managers. The Labor Commissioner found that the company violated more laws by also, quote, failing to pay clerical employees and other workers in accordance with the agreed terms of employment and failing to keep a true and accurate record for each employee, showing daily and weekly hours worked, gross wages, deductions, any allowances claimed, net wages, and complete wage statements with every payment of wages.
He was ordered to pay $114,000.
That, as you can see, was in
Y'all, that was a lot. That was a lot, Caesar. So basically, what they saying is, well, I mean, we don't know if you actually did, but it sounds like whatever you turned over, you gave to them, wasn't like it was lacking all those things. But let's go back to the beginning. She said that Caesar told them she was lying. She never worked there. She made the whole thing up. Sir, why would you do that? Why would you say something like that? Especially when she has like text messages, all this extra stuff. We saw in the video, she has like photos of her like at the little events, I'm guessing working, doing little stuff. She probably worked some tattoo conventions because they did go to like some of those on the show. Like why would you make why would you make that up? Like you already like, I mean, I guess that's the right thing. That's the right move to like act like, oh, she never worked here. If you never paid somebody in over a year, like that's crazy. That is so crazy. I can't believe, like, people really know who to play with. Like, and she's saying other people this happened to. Wow. And not giving people days off. That is so sad. That is terrible. He was over there running a slave shop, a slave tattoo shop. Just, oh my God, just terrible. A slave tattoo shop. That's exactly what he was doing.
2021. Now we're 4 years later, and Cuff says that she still hasn't been paid the total wages, interest, liquidated damages, and civil penalties owed to her. And the
Okay, so she got this judgment against him. Well, okay, I'm calling it a judgment, but it's basically like the outcome of her going to the Department of Labor in New York, right? This was settled in 2021, right? So on the screen, we have the minimum wage that he did not give her at 16% interest, liquidated damages, wow. Civil penalty, wow. So all this, a wage claim, interest, 16% interest, liquid. Oh, Jesus. Jeez, this is a lot. Ooh, Caesar, you need to pay them people their money. And then a civil, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 civil penalties. And that's how they came to that 114. Its total is 114 $172.40. So, and this is from 2021. And I wouldn't be surprised if interest is still being added on till this day. But I don't know if they're going to address that or what. But it would make sense if they're still adding on interest. Like the longer he takes to pay, like the more it just builds up, and builds up. Wow.
amount of $114,172.40.
The $114,000 was turned into an actual judgment by the Supreme Court of New York. After my judgment was filed with the Supreme Court, both shops disappeared.
Damn.
And so it became a game of cat and mouse.
Damn. Y'all, so the Supreme Court in New York, which is probably like the highest, that should be the highest like state court, I guess, for something like this, did a judgment against Caesar. And then the shops just like disappeared. Like, whoa. But I can't remember around what time he got canceled. You know that video they played in the beginning of this with him and the dog situation, which is so crazy. It took the dog situation for him to like officially really be like canceled out the door, but not the situation with him and his daughter and all that. Well, that was so messy anyways. But yeah, oh my goodness. So yeah, she's saying that whenever she got this judgment, all the shops disappeared.
Attorneys send a letter demanding payment. He's ignored that. Department of Labor have sent notices letting him know, listen, you are on the hook for this. There's a judgment against you for the next 20 years. He's ignored those demands from Department of Labor to pay me. And so it just is.
Yo, that judgment is good for 20 years. Oh my God. I'm wondering if the interest is like, for real, that's gonna be a lot of money. A lot of money, a lot of money. And you know what, Caesar, you shouldn't even be playing around with this. Like the state that you was like you born, raised in, lived your whole life, made money in, made friends, got a family in. You owe them some money. You owe, like, you got in hot water with them. They have a judgment that can last 20 years out against you. Like, you need to give this lady her money. Like, I'm sure she's gonna ramp up collection efforts soon. But wow, this is insane. Like 20 year, a 20-year judgment. And I guess that it should be steep because this is like, he was like a whole business owner and stuff like that.
It's now a game of I have 20 years to recoup this money, and I'm fully plan on using 20 years to do that.
While he didn't address the issue directly, Caesar Emanuel, he did talk about his rise and downfalls with Matt Hoffa of the My Expert Opinion podcast last month.
I had the wrong people around me. You feel me? And it was like, I'm doing so much and I'm doing their job too. And there's not no excuse because you got to pay the cost to be the boss. But when you insulate yourself with the right team, like that don't happen.
When you live a certain way and you treat people a certain way and you do things a certain way, sometimes things catch up with you. Maybe it's time to actually change and be a better person.
Now, we did reach out to Caesar Emanuel by phone, who denied even knowing who Venus Cuffs is and denied that she ever worked for him. We even sent him those court records and he did not immediately respond to our request, our inquiry for a comment. Cuffs says, though, there's no ill will against him. She just wants her money and also wants to encourage any other former employee to step up and file a complaint if they too have been shorted by him. Now, if this situation ever happens to you in any capacity, you're urged to contact your state Department of Labor. For New York City, that number is 1-888-469-7365. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter.
Okay, thank you so much, Justin Carter. Y'all, that was crazy. And then which is great journalism always. They reached out to Caesar to get a comment. They sent him the documents, the paperwork, and he just flat out denied knowing this lady. This is insane. Like, oh my goodness. People are out here just scamming left and right, every single which way, getting over on people, not paying people their wages. Like, oh my goodness, and I hope she like didn't have kids. Like, I'm just like, wow, how can you work for like over a year and not receive any money, like any paycheck? Like, I understand working for like 3 weeks and at the end of the third week, you kind of like, I feel like I'm supposed to get some money by now. Like, I understand that, but girl, you went a whole year. That's insane. That's insane. And you know what? People need to like do a better job of checking their inner fame hungry, clout hungry monster, because had he not been dangling this other opportunities in these other shops over you, and you could be on the show, dangling all this stuff over you, you would have been left that situation. Like, if it was any place else, any other business, any other establishment, you would have been left. But anyways, so y'all take from this, like, if you in a situation where they're not paying you, you need to you might as well just lay up at the house, relax, and make $0 instead of getting dressed, taking your gas, your energy, going up to somebody's establishment to do actual work and get $0 when it's payday, because that's what she was doing. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you made it to the end, be sure to like and make sure you are subscribed to the video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if this is like your second video of watching me. Like, oh my god, subscribe to the channel. We are growing over here, okay? And I want to grow a lot this year in 2025, so make sure you subscribe so you can be a part of it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.